Anastasia is a consultant who works with business owners who have realized that they no longer want to be overwhelmed and stressed out by wearing all the hats in their business. By outsourcing their crucial behind the scenes tasks to her, Anastasia's clients free up many hours each week to focus on growing their businesses. She is the grammar nerd and type whisperer that every entrepreneur needs. So welcome, Anastasia, and over to you.
It should be typo whisperer.
Oh, typo. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. I apologize.
That's okay. Okay, so I've always been very creative with art, writing, dance, and design. But as an adult, I spent over 20 years working in law firms as a legal administrative assistant, a career that I eventually came to realize felt like it was sucking the life right out of me. There's not much room for creativity in law. When I left the legal world behind in late 2012, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I just knew that it had to be something different and it had to be on my own terms. So I decided to concentrate on building my fledgling silversmithing business. And then in early 2013, my mother passed away after a short battle with secondary liver cancer, about 6 weeks after her terminal diagnosis. As executrix of the estate, my focus became dealing with probate, which didn't happen nearly fast enough for one of my siblings, and that caused plenty of extra tension in an already bumpy relationship. Fast forward to late 2016, when my then husband decided we shouldn't be married anymore. With the ending of that rather turbulent relationship, I had to figure out what I was going to do next. The jewelry business was still on a slow simmer, and I obviously needed to be able to pay the bills. So I ended up combining my creative side with my love of organization and my techie skill set, my general nerdiness where all things grammar and spelling are concerned, and became a virtual assistant. So today I'm going to be talking about what a virtual assistant is and how they can help. Life can be difficult, but your business doesn't have to be. Does running your business ever feel like you're dragging yourself through quicksand with a 50-pound boulder strapped to your back? You're wearing all the hats, doing all the things, overextended, stressed out, confused about tech, systems, and processes. You might even start questioning why in the bloody hell you ever thought starting a business was a good idea. Just because you can do everything in your business does not mean that you should. If you're working in it, you end up not being able to find the time to work on it. But what if there was a way to adjust your business so that you spend the majority of your time focused on the things you love doing, as well as business growth and generating revenue? The good news is that it's totally possible to have a business that's profitable, organized, and efficient, and which doesn't make you feel like you've been hit by a giant truck on more days than you care to mention. You'd even be able to take a vacation and not have to feel like you need to check your email or phone every 5 minutes or even at all. Outsourcing to a virtual assistant can hand you back many hours, giving you the freedom to concentrate on the good stuff for a change. When you hear the term virtual assistant, does your mind automatically go to a modern version of the old school secretary that brought coffee to the boss, fielded phone calls, and wrote meeting notes in shorthand? A VA is so much more than just a glorified secretary. They come in all shapes and sizes by virtue of their past life, their career trajectory before deciding to become their own boss. And that's an important distinction to remember. A VA is not an employee. They're a business owner just like you and generally work according to their own schedule. You pay only for the hours that they spend working, not all the other expenses that come with an employee, such as extended benefits, vacation pay, sick leave, pension, training, furniture and equipment, extra office space, and so on. If you don't need someone on site full time, a VA may be the perfect solution. Now, VAs are not all created equal. Some may never have worked in an administrative role in the past, which might translate to offering only basic admin services or specializing in only one or two types of services, while other VAs have many years of experience that altogether translate to a large and varied skill set. The latter type of VA might also specialize in specific areas, or they may use all their skills to their full advantage. VAs that have been in business for a few years or have other additional entrepreneurial experience can be an invaluable asset because they know exactly what you're going through and because they're looking at your business from a more objective perspective than your own. They can draw on their experience to help you see both the forest and the trees. They care about you and your business and want to see you succeed. They essentially can act as your rock, a partner in a journey that can sometimes feel large and lonely. So what types of tasks can be outsourced to a virtual assistant? The short answer is that there are probably a million things that can be outsourced, but every business is different, and as we've already covered, every VA is different. Your VA won't necessarily be able to take on every single task that you want or need to delegate, but if you have something that isn't covered by the services they offer, they'll be able to find someone else who can take care of it, and they'll manage the task or project for you. How to figure out exactly what to delegate is a larger conversation because each business, of course, has different needs. But to start with, there are a few questions you can ask yourself about your day-to-day operations, such as, is the task repetitive? Are there revenue-generating activities you could be doing that are more important? Does the task require a technical skill set? And does the task need to get done regardless of what else you've got going on in your life, such as family obligations, travel, networking events, etc. So here are 21 ways that you can save time and money by outsourcing to a VA. Some examples of the types of tasks that a VA can take off your plate. Administrative tasks such as email management, cleaning out your inbox and regular routine organization. Contacts management, collecting and maintaining records of all your contacts. Travel management, booking flights, rental vehicles, and dealing with your tickets and your itinerary. Quality control tasks such as proofreading and editing all written materials for digital or for print. Reviewing your insights and stats of your email marketing and social media advertising to measure the effectiveness of campaigns. Reviewing and testing of links on your website, social media management tasks, such as creating and managing a social media planning calendar, creating and scheduling posts on your social media channels, managing, moderating, and encouraging engagement in your Facebook groups, which can sometimes be a full-time job if you're trying to do that all by yourself. Under marketing management, creating and maintaining templates for email marketing, creating, formatting, and scheduling blog posts and email marketing campaigns, reviewing autoresponders and follow-up sequences on a regular basis. Under website management, updating the site content, ensuring relevant keywords appear in all the right places, creating landing pages for lead magnets, courses, or programs. Launch management, setting up a launch plan or sequence based on your strategy, ensuring all the key players are in place for each stage of the launch, creating a promotional schedule for each phase of the launch, and then podcasts and video interviews, communication with the guests, scheduling appointments, collecting their information such as photos and bios, and then post-production creation of transcripts of each episode, and finally, assisting in brainstorming ideas for new episodes. So working with a VA who aligns well with you and your business will save you from spending countless hours puttering around in the back end of your business. So by investing in outsourcing, not only do you end up with more time, but you also make space in your life for higher earning potential, as well as more time to spend with your family, friends, and hobbies. Delegating often requires a pretty big mindset shift because it's easy to get stuck thinking, if I want it done right, I have to do it myself. But as you may have heard me say many times already, your number one job is focusing on revenue generating activities. Remember the line in the movie Jerry Maguire, "Show me the money." That should be your mindset 95% of the time, though perhaps without the mental breakdown. That's probably a good idea. With me acting as a strategic partner behind the scenes, my clients feel comfortable stepping away from the background operations to focus on their business growth. They get to have their cake and eat it too. Repeat after me. Do what you love and delegate the rest. So I hope this presentation has given you a better idea of how a VA can help a business grow. If you have any questions or know any business owners who are wanting to level up, but they are in a rut because they're struggling with overwhelm, I'd love to have a chat. Anastasia Olson, Business Support Services, helping entrepreneurs make more.